my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. I saw no shadow, I looked around, searched every building and home that I found. I saw no shadow, but felt a glow. The warmth inside me, it kept me afloat. It felt like heaven had found my bones and gave me comfort when I feel alone. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. It's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend.
Writers, write what they know. Liars, write what they wanna show. Singers,
What's going on, everyone? It's Mike back again, and here we are. Let me explain at the start. The scheduling worked, YouTube worked, I did not work, but nevertheless we are here, and there's already...
Go on. Surely just come on now, the picture.
Yeah,
Go
well,
on.
no, it's 10 seconds behind, John. Fucking hell, you stupid shithouse. How is everyone? We're already up to 57 people watching this.
How are you, folks? You all had a nice day in the sun. I bet you're all looking forward to this game and can't wait, can you?
Yes, I'm sure you all are. Few changes. Want to mention, obviously, Ellis Sims, he makes a place on the bench. Moyes Keane appears not to be on the bench. Interesting to hear if he's got an injury or not, John. I haven't heard anything.
Injury picked up in training.
Thank you, John. Thank you for establishing that for me. What do you think of the team? Obviously, we've got Sidibe and Luca Dean starting. Sidibe looks like he's going to be playing right back. What's your thoughts on
that? Well, I think between Luca Dean and Richarlison, I think it's poor. You've got Davis in the centre with Sigurdsson on the left of him. Anthony Gordon is on the bench. Bernard's on the bench. I don't get it. I want to give Sims a go tonight, to be fair, and put Richarlison on the left. And what's even more laughable, Mike, is Gylfi Sigurdsson's captain of our football club.
I know. I did notice that, John, and I was going to make a firm, strong point at that is fucking pathetic. However, I don't...
It's just weak. It's just a weak team all over it. You know, if you look at part of that team, I can't even see it. So on the left, you've got Sigurdsson, weak. Davis, weak. Gomez hasn't been playing that well. Walcott hasn't been playing much. Behind Walcott, you've got Sidibe. It's weak. You've got Calvert-Lewin up front, who hasn't really been, setting the world alight. I'm not saying he shouldn't be playing, but, if Moyes Keane is injured, like we've heard, then we have no other options. But all around that team, so obviously you've got your defence, you've got your midfield, and you've got centre forwards. Across the back, we've got one weak spot. Across the middle, we've got 3, at a push, maybe 4, because none of them players are playing well. And then you've got Calvert-Lewin up front, who's not playing well. It's poor, and I expect us to get another beating tonight, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm a bit concerned. Obviously, the list of players, I'm watching on Amazon Prime, a lot of you probably are, and the list of players with the money that we've paid, and if you go down the list, Sigurdsson's 45, Iwobi 35, Richarlison 35, Yerry Mina 27.5, Moyes Keane 27.5, Cenk Tosun 27, fucking Yannick Bolasie 25, Philip Gabarmin 25. We've spent so much money on shit. I mean, we have spent so much money on shit. It's unbelievable.
I said this in my match preview, and I went through Sheffield United's team for the last game, and then I compared it to sort of the money we've spent on our team. And listen, there's not really many Sheffield United players who go, I'd have him. Have him. But we should be where Sheffield United are in that league, if not higher. And they've absolutely took the piss out of it. Not just Everton this season, but they've took the piss out of a lot of teams who should have finished higher. Sheffield United have absolutely smashed it this season. Hang on 1 minute. Shut up! If they can spend money... If they can spend decent money in the summer and strengthen that team, because listen, I always find it a bit unfair, if you have a good season and then you think, well, hang on a minute, we've punched a bit above our weight here, but we've done well, and then they start dropping some of the players who've got them to where they are. I find that a bit unfair. I know you have to strengthen, and I tell you something now, with the manager they've got, and the team mentality they've got, and the way them players have gelled, and they took to the Premier League like a duck to water, there's no reason why they can't have another good season next season.
No, I think you're spot on. I think you're absolutely spot on. One thing I want to get everyone's attention to, and I am going to share a link for the products page, is we have new products on our site. Particular favourite of mine is the Nothing But The Best Is Good Enough phone cases and hoodies and t-shirts. We also have polo tops because you guys requested it, so that's great news. So go and have a look. Here is the shop link in the comments, and also on top of that, I have put a discount code on, of which I've just forgotten, so Oh, discount code is new phone case in capital letters, which again I shall also put in the comments. See?
New bum hole torn 15%.
And funny enough, that's what it is. New phone case, 15%. Let's get yourself on there. Also, I have the new training top on. As you can see, this is the new training top. Hummel, very, very good. I actually prefer this to the home shirt, being brutally honest. It also fits me better than I would say John's fits John. Let me just show you. So as you can see, here it is. I'm not breathing in. And then John's got his home one on. So anyone who's looking, obviously this top, lovely, nice feeling fit. So it's great. We're up to 72 people in the live stream so far. Would be great if we can get it up to, how many did we get it up to the other day, John?
Well, you said 150. We got it to nearly 300. We got it went over 300.
We got it to 350. So if we can get this stream to, how many do you want tonight, John?
Monday night. You know, I don't think not many Everton fans who I've spoke to are giving us a chance. I'll be happy. I'm going to go for between 300 and 350. Anything above that, Michael, again, will drop £10 over the 300 into their PayPal account.
Yeah, so guys, obviously, if you have got, so if you can share everywhere, really appreciate it. Obviously, a lot of people tune in at 6 o'clock, so that's fine. But we're up to, we're already hitting good numbers, which is great. And obviously, I just want to make sure, can everyone hear us okay as well? We will start going through the comments in a little bit, but it's just good to give our thoughts on the team. I really hope that if Ellis Sims is on the bench, which he is, I really hope he gets a bit of game time. I think he deserves it. He scored a lot of goals in the under-23s as usual.
Looking at that team, I think he will.
Yeah, I expect Ellis Sims to make an appearance at some point. And guys, make sure you're liking the video. Make sure you're going over to the website, checking out the new merch. It is genuinely, it's really nice. Like, I'm really, really chuffed with it. The phone cases are wicked. I've got one ordered for my phone. So we'll see how we go. Let's go through some of the comments then. We've had a lot since the start of the stream, so
I'll go. Go on. Do you want me to go with you?
I'll go. Risky. Age boss, agreed. Joey 11. Davis, Gomez and Sigurdsson and a sick face. Couldn't agree more. Phil Cornwall Blue. That midfield would put the fear of God into any opposing team. Love the sarcasm. Lewis EFC. God's sake, Sigurdsson, Davis and Gomez were going to get dominated once again. Look, we constantly get dominated. Moise Keane injured after picking up a knock in training. Disappointing, Lewis, agreed. Andy Manns, evening mate. Rob, evening mate. Keane injured, yes he is. Shabba, hi guys, got me Navy training gear today, so let's hope it brings us good luck, eh? Shabba, couldn't agree more. Philip Mason, hi all. Lewis, hello. I predict a heavy loss today. This is James Wright. 4-1. Shitting hell, that is a heavy loss.
I can't see a score. I think it'll be even heavier, 4-0.
May well be. Andy Manns, Kevin Campbell, one of the pundits, nice. There's the one thing I would say about Amazon is they always seem to have an Everton representative on, which is something you cannot say about Sky or BT. Philip Mason, pessimism James, he's on about the score. Lewis, yeah, Sims looks like a good young player. He does look like a good young player, and hopefully he comes on today and he just shows us a little bit of what we can expect in the future. I want these lads to have opportunities, and he thoroughly deserves it. There's a lot of people talking about Moise Keane, so I'll skip past that. Benny Beningame on the bench, and we've got a subscriber already. AFC Vlogs has just subscribed. Thank you, guys. What else we got? Hoping for a better performance tonight. Couldn't doubt it. I think a lot of people are going on about our shirts as well. So thank you ever so much. As I say, I bought both this one and the home one. To be honest, this is my favourite shirt. So yeah, guys, I'll pass you over to John now. I've just got the players walking out onto the Blades pitch at Bramall Lane.
Right, hello folks and good evening. Thanks for joining us again on another watch along. They've been absolutely smashing it lately with the numbers. I'm not going to go through every comment because most of them are saying the same, asking about Moise Keane, talking about Ellis Sims, saying good evening lads. Ellis Sims deserves his chance tonight. He's scored a lot of goals for the under-23s. Hope he does get a little run out. If not, a bit more than a little run out because he does deserve it. Let's see what he's made of in the Premier League. I'm going to go straight to Mark Perry. Come on, boys, making a good stream. We always do, Mark. Hopefully it'll be another one. Eugene, hello, John and Mike. John Eaton says it would be nice to have a win. It would be nice to have a win. Listen, the only thing that's keeping me going now is these watch-alongs because I can't wait until Sunday till the season's finished. Done.
Looking at this team, I think the reason why he's gone Davis, Gomez and Sigurdsson is I expect Richarlison or Dominic Calvert-Lewin or Paul left when Sheffield United have the ball and he turns it into a 4-5-1.
Yeah, agreed. Is it on Sky 1? David Prescott says, no, I think that's the Newcastle game, David, to be fair, mate.
Yeah, it's on His Score, it's free on Twitch and it's free on Amazon. And actually, I'm going to let you all into a little secret. I tried my absolute hardest for Amazon to allow me to show the game on this stream. I absolutely tried my hardest to the point where I spoke to one of the corporate directors within Amazon Sport and Amazon actually agreed to it and YouTube said no because the game is being broadcast on Twitch, which is their rival.
So we could have smashed it tonight. It would have. Michael gave me a figure the other day.
I reckon he would have got 100,000 views if we'd have had the game on here because on top of having the game on air, John wouldn't have been on air, which would have been brilliant.
Brilliant, yeah.
also, guys, before we've got to plug it still. The cups are still there. Get yourself a cup because these are selling out fast.
Okay, right. Listen, the game is just about to kick off. If we've missed anyone, we do apologise. The people who we haven't mentioned, they do get a mention further on in the stream, which we always do. It is the same names a lot of the time. As I say, I want to thank you again for joining us on another watch along. There will be one on Sunday as well. Yep. I've got the game just about to kick off now.
So have I.
And I've got a countdown on the clock.
10, 9, 8.
I'm ahead. 3,
2.
Brilliant.
1. So you're 2 seconds ahead of me, John. You love that.
I always come 2 seconds faster. Right, everyone, here we go again. Last couple of old comments, if you get what I'm saying. FGA Football says it's good to see Sidibe in instead of Coleman. Unfortunately, I do have to disagree with you there. I think Coleman's been doing okay. Phil Cornwall said evening, chaps. I think Michael's already said good evening to you, Phil.
Gomez, composed touch there in the middle of the park to Braithwaite and plays it across there to Luca Dean. So that's good football.
Got ahead of me, I think. Where are we?
I'm on 27 seconds, John. 28, 29, 30.
I'm on 35. Ancelotti has nothing. Oh, here we go again. Ancelotti has nothing to lose. No harm in playing the youngsters, says Wyra. Listen, do you know what worries me? If the youngsters can't get in before the likes of Tom Davis and Gylfi Sigurdsson, then it worries me how good these youngsters are stepping up to this level. You've got Ellis Sims on the bench. But another thing what I can't understand is we've got 2 goalkeepers on the bench, and yet we've got Dennis Reed in there who's probably knocking the door down to get a little go on the bench or something. That worries me, that.
Yeah, Dennis Adrian is a good player. I mean, we saw it in the little highlights that Everton did during the lockdown when he had that little friendly game against Everton. He played really well.
Yeah. Kevin Beattie says 37 seconds behind, lads. That's actually good, Kev, because I'm normally 37 minutes behind.
Yeah, John's usually talking.
Richarlison's on the floor again, holding his ankle. I'm sure he'll be fine, or he wants to go on holiday early. Damien Hagen, I'll say hi and bye. I'm going to watch match, lads. That's no problem, Damien. Thanks for joining in the first place, mate, and hopefully you will drop back on in the stream at some point. Kung Clan says, how do you watch it on Sky? It's not on Sky, mate. It's on He's Goal. It's on Amazon. So if you sign up to Amazon, if you haven't got an account...
What are you watching it on, John? Bean Sports.
Optus Sport.
Optus Sport, so that's another one if you Google it.
If you have Fox.
You'd get a stream online. On His Score, you should get a stream online. If not, you should be able to type in Sheffield United v Everton P2P, and it should be on there.
Yes. Eugene McGee.
It's also on Twitch for free, so if you get yourself on the Twitch website, I tell you what, guys, I'm going to help you out there.
He's going to pay for everyone to get an Amazon account. So drop your bank details on here. I'm only joking. Don't put your bank details. I know you won't, but don't.
I am sure Amazon are showing this, are allowing this game on Twitch.
Shabba says, well done for trying that with Amazon, Mike. That would have been brilliant. We'd have smashed it. We would have done, Shabba. As I say, it was YouTube who knocked it on the head, to be fair. But do you know what? Even once would have made our subscribers and our views fly through the roof. But Amazon give it the go-ahead and YouTube knocked it on the head, to be fair. Rob says, I'm using Vola Sport. So if anyone can get Vola Sport, it's on there.
Right, guys, just before John talks, this might just freeze a little bit now because I'm getting the stream for you off Twitch. So if we freeze, I'm sorry, I'm just copying this for you.
Holding his ankle. He's back up. I'll carry on reading the comments. If the screen freezes, there's a chance you could still hear the volume anyway. So Lee Miller says, all right, boys, usually McGeever. Everton need to strengthen when the transfer window opens, when the Premier League is over. So the transfer window opens the day after the season ends.
There you go, guys. That stream there is showing the Sheffield United Everton game according to Twitch. Do not say I don't look after you. And we're up to 100 viewers already, so that's phenomenal. If we can get to 7,000, that would be great.
Yeah, brilliant. Lee Miller, all right, boys. Hello, Lee. Good evening to you, my friend. Jack Alas says, how did Mike say you can watch it again for free? 2 comments down, Jack. There is a link there on Twitch. If you hit on that, hopefully it will play for you. Carl Blundell, good evening, my mate. The funniest man on here. Me and Michael were talking about you the other night.
We was. And actually, do you want to? We are going to be doing a giveaway next week. Well, not a giveaway. It's a bit of a prize, a competition. It's actually my dad's idea, so Pops will be on, and we've got a little bit of a prize for you. So we'll wait until next week. And there he is. He's put in the comments. Dad, you'll be on for the next game, won't you? Because you've got a prize to give to people. So if you want to just explain what that is in the comments so everyone can have a read. It's Stuart Bradley. It is the training top, mate. It's the first team training shirt. There you go. It's nicer than the home one, in my opinion.
So Carl Blundell started with the funny jokes. This scares me. We might as well have Peter Kay over Gylfi. I can't stand Peter Kay, to be fair. I think I'd rather have Gylfi.
You'd rather have John Bishop.
Oh, no, fuck it. He's even worse than Peter Kay. Ains11 says, lads, with a couple of beers. That's another thing. Anyone drinking an alcoholic drink or a non-alcoholic drink, let us know what you are drinking.
Yeah.
Let's hope the contest and a win, he says.
I'm on a diet today. Well, I'm on a diet, so I am drinking tea this evening.
Michael is on a seafood diet. Every time he sees food, he eats it.
I eat John's missus.
Brilliant. Andy MD, watching you guys is a lot more entertaining than watching the matches on TV. Well, I tell you what, the thing we had in line for Amazon, we could have been the hosts on Amazon Prime if Michael would have done it properly. Andy Law says, hello, lads. Thanks for the support over the last few streams. Up the toffee, lads. Your dad's here. Sorry for being late. That's no problem, Rob. Stuart Bradley, I think Michael's answered that. It's the training top. Wider says, if Pickford is still between the posts next season, it's no use signing new attacker players. Do you know what? I totally agree with that. Because we can score 5 goals in a game, but that clown will let 6 in.
Yeah, it's not great.
Phil Cornwall is on the bud. Kevin Beattie is on Australian Red. I'm assuming that's wine. Everton FC is the best. He's drinking wine, black currant, brilliant. On the red wine, lads, I tell you what, there's a lot of people drinking red wine tonight, and Everton really, they're sending you that much over the end.
I tell you what, do you know what as well? I'm just looking at Ancelotti. Don't you think he looks like he's fucking aged and he looks a bit ragged?
Over the last 3 games, yeah, he does, yeah.
I feel like, you know, the slow demise of Koeman, of Silva, he's getting the same now.
Do you know what, though? When I seen him in Crosby the other day, he looks different when you see him close up, you know. He really does. He looks different close up.
I love that from Blue Kelly. I'm on the bleach. I need it watching this recently.
Michael needs bleach to wash his mouth out because his language is choice. Rob says special brew because he needs it watching this. Carl Blundlow, Carlo's aged about 50 years. John Edwards says, Stella every night for me, lads. Go and get the win, boys. I tell you what, the way we're playing, it'll be Stella every night for me.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. Gareth Clark is whiskey. Ashley Williams, fake Brummy fan. Brilliant.
Brilliant. Cheers for that, Ashley.
Chevin music.
Go and get yourself a life, son.
Honest to God, Chevin Curtis, he's on the Echo Falls, another wine drinker. And Stuart Bradley is on Red Horse. It's 9% alcohol, Filipino beer. It's not dry in Qatar. Brilliant. I tell you what, I hope it's not me and Michael pushing you to drink. I hope it is the team, I swear to God.
Oh, imagine. Richarlison having to come deep there. Sheffield United with the ball. Obviously, you guys are probably ahead of us, but look, first 10 minutes we've started, we've been as combative as Sheffield United, I would say. There's nothing in it so far. It's a typical game. The thing that annoys me is just Gylfi Sigurdsson wearing the armband. I don't know what to say to that.
I know. Should have given it to Luca D before him.
To be honest, I'd have given it to fucking Braithwaite in front of him.
I know, that's true. I'd give it to Sidibe before him.
Do you know who they should have probably given it to? Michael Keane.
What the fucking hell's that, Richarlison? Sorry for the swearing, folks.
That's shit. That is shit, that.
Are there any promising academy youngsters in the goalkeeping position? Do you know what? I'm going to be honest. I'll probably leave this up to Michael or Michael's dad. He will probably know as well if he can drop it into the comments because I'm not aware of any.
I just think it's not a position that Everton are massively blessed in. So I wouldn't say yes or no. We have given a deal to a 17-year-old, but there's no way he's getting in the Everton team yet.
I can't see him selling Pickford. I really can't. I'd see us bringing a right back in, a central midfielder, a right winger, or a centre half.
Well, they've said that, haven't they? He come out yesterday, and I think he said about a centre back, a right back, and a winger or something.
Tell you what, Duncan doesn't look happy, does he?
No, and I don't blame him because this is his club, his pride and joy, and he's looking at a bunch of players who are complete shit.
Do you know, I'm going to tell you something now. You could play Duncan in the middle of the park or on the left wing, and he would do better than Davis and Sigurdsson now.
Yeah.
But he would, because he'd fight for the shirt.
Oh,
Michael.
yeah, he would.
That's what we want. Tom Davis has got the ball crossing the halfway line, and he had an option to pass it out wide left about 3 seconds, and then he turned back with it, and now it's back with Michael Keane. All started from Tom Davis not putting the ball out left.
Yeah, but that's just typical. That's just typical Everton. That is. We're up to 100 views, I think it is. Toffee TV have also got their watch along. They're on to 318.
Well, it's okay.
Well, what we're going to do, just so you know, we're going to be doing watch alongs, touch wood, as long as we can. As long as we can get the streams for the away games for next season, because it's very difficult for me and John to get to away games, and also the pre-season games. Just so you know.
It's not difficult for me to get to away games. My missus will let me. And we're also going to...
All right, John, well, you go. You do the away game vlog, and I will do the watch-along. Yeah, that's it. He shit himself now. He stopped himself right in a
By
fucking
the way,
hole.
there is a vlog out tomorrow, folks. I don't know what Michael's participation has been in it because he's been a very busy little boy today. But bloody hell, I can't even speak. My participation in it is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
We are going to watch along on Sunday, as we say. Also, Michael's just mentioned the watch alongs there for next season. We are also going to try and do a watch along for some pre-season games because as soon as the season ends, the players haven't got long off and they're right back into it.
7 weeks, John.
Is that how long they've got off?
Pre-season, I think. I think they've got a few weeks, mate.
It's not the same as normal, though.
No, I don't think it's the same as normal, but I think they've got a decent break.
Well, I thought it was a week. Someone told me it was a week.
Well, I don't know. Google it, sending me the results.
Well, you can't Google it because we don't know when the season's starting.
Well, yeah, I suppose you're right. You pretend to be right. You are right.
Always am. Right, here we go. I'm just going to read a couple more to the bottom.
We are 4 subs shy of 5,100. So if you can go get some of those people off some of the other streams or share it on Twitter or Facebook for us, that would be amazing. I'd really, really appreciate it. To be fair, I've not posted this on Twitter, so I'll post this on Twitter while you go through some of the comments, John.
Okie doke. Where are we? James Ditchfield says, I'm on the tee, 2 sugars till the 1st of August, dry July, but Everton are driving me to drink. Do you know what they are? They're driving all of us to drink. If you look at some of the comments, you know, it's not just lager anymore. It's wine, it's whiskey, Jesus.
John, look at your camera and smile. There you go.
Oh, why has Pickford touched that? It was going out anyway.
Oh, what a fucking retard.
He's a fucking pleb. Right, here we go. Your dad says, give Big Dunk the captain's armband. I'm telling you what, he wouldn't be playing this poor.
Do you remember when he played in his testimonial? He come on, he almost scored. Rooney come back and played. Yeah, fucking hell.
I know. Carl Blundell says, I'd rather have me dad in central midfield. He has better vision and he drinks all the time. I'd rather... Oh, well, this is great. I did say I wasn't going to mention this channel, but I'm going to because it's Cal. I'd rather watch the Reds title celebration than Toffee TV. And that's it for Toffee TV, by the way. Will be no more mentions. Everton FC, what's this being streamed on? It's not on Sky.
There's a link. I've put a link in the comments, mate. In the live comments, there's a link. It's on Twitch for you. I tell you what, Sheffield United should be 1-0 up after that.
If you go up to 18:05, the comments there, mate, the time 18:05, you'll see it, the Blue Boys Network. You'll see the link there that Michael's put on. The season is starting on the 12th of September, Abigail says.
Thank you, Abigail.
Are we wearing the new kit against Bournemouth? We normally do the last game of the season, but I don't know. I don't know. I can't read that, Cal, to be fair.
What did he say?
I can't. Oh, have a look.
You can read it though, guys. You can read it, and that's
see it,
just bloody nasty.
I can't read it. Rob Davis, your dad, says, according to a Sky Sports pundit, the players have to have 3 weeks rest with their families. The pundit never played for the neighbours across the park. So there you go. Pickford's got a cap on now.
No, that's Henderson. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah. See, this is the thing, folks. I only need me glasses for reading, and when I've got them on watching the telly, I can't see a thing, honestly.
Here's a question for the comments, guys. Obviously, also, just so you know, you can also join the memberships. So there is going to be more content of that. It's more for pre-season and stuff, but me and John, we have committed to putting more videos on the private members content. So, guys, go and join us. There will be a video tomorrow. Promise, 100%. In terms of this game, which one of them starts in goal for England? What number are they? Are they 1 and 2? Are they 2 and 3? Are they 1 and 3? Let us know which goalkeeper is better in them comments. Off you go.
Also, another thing, we're hoping this week or early next week there will be a buy and sell video out.
Yeah, next Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. Have you spoke to him?
No, but that's the day I want.
Right. We are trying to get someone on with us as well. He hasn't been on the channel before. So we will see what happens with that. He did say Tuesday or Wednesday. It's no one famous, by the way. But
he's well known on Twitter.
He is well known on Twitter, to be fair, yes.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people know things, if you know what I mean. I'm not going to put my head on the line.
Yeah, it's so we've asked Benjamin Stanley if he will come on the channel. He has agreed. We've just got to sort out diaries, basically. And obviously, if he can't make it, he can't make it. It's fair enough. But I want to get that video out on Wednesday.
Really. Right, so Marty, Pop Children's, good evening, Pop. I don't know if you've commented earlier on, mate, but it's good to have you back with us. Henderson, without a doubt, would be his number one. Marty PL says Henderson as number two, Pickford number three, and Pope as number one. I agree with that. And I would have Nick Pope at Everton as well.
I can see him going to Man United. Mind you, Man United have got Henderson, haven't they? Henderson's only on loan at Sheffield United.
Yes, because I see that them talking in the studio, and Henderson can go back to United. But I think it's a bit too early yet, but I think he will end up back there at some point in his career. Yeah. I don't know if it's on loan. I think they sold him, to be fair. Kyle Brimage says, what's your thoughts on Zaha being rumoured again? I've said it once, I will say it again, Kyle. I think that ship sailed regarding Zaha.
For me,
he gets in the team. Don't get me wrong. He does get in this team all day. But when you say the word rumour, I think it is only a rumour.
For me, I think Zaha is the type of player we need. But again, it's the lack of top quality experience that concerns me. You know, we get linked with a lot of these players who are at these clubs that haven't quite been to places like, you know, he didn't cut it at Man United when he was a young lad. Fair enough. But for me, I want someone who's played in the Champions League. I want someone who can come in and share some of those experiences with the player. And Wilfried Zaha would be a senior professional, but has never been at the top level, and that's what I'm not looking for. To
be fair though, Michael, we've got players in the team now who are the same as that, the likes of Richarlison's as well.
And that's fine.
Oh, we're in. Pull it across. Oh, there's no one there. Get in the box, Richarlison, for fuck's sake. Get in. Richarlison should be in there.
It was good football though. It was better football than what we've seen. It was a decent ball across the box, but I think it was Sigurdsson.
Down the right-hand side of the box, it was good football. The possession has just popped up as well a couple of minutes ago. Everton in favour, 60-40, which surprises me with our midfield, but we are having better possession.
Yeah. I love the comment from Dad there. So Dad's commented on Stuart Bradley's 62 and 43%, and Dad's gone, Stuart, please check your maths. He's having a go at his dog. He's having a go at the dog.
Lisa's in now anyway. There was a knock at the door. He thinks it's a Rottweiler. It's a fucking shih tzu.
Why don't you show Poppy to everyone?
No. Dean Richardson says, how many times do we have to go backwards? Do you know what? Do you know if you literally counted? Come on, we've got the ball again. Mistake by the central midfielder there in the Sheffield United team, but it's being caught up. And
can I just say, I want to just take that back. That is what I want to see from Andre Gomez. That picks up the ball, he drives forward, he plays that forward pass, and he carries on his run. That's what I want to see. Andre Gomez further up the pitch.
What I will say as well, I just watched Richarlison there with the ball on the touchline, and he fought for it. Yeah, he did lose it eventually, but he showed more fight there than what he has been in the last couple of games, and they do seem to be fighting a lot more tonight.
Gomez looks a lot better today, just in the first 20 minutes. And I'm not saying, you know, his distribution's great. I don't mean, you know, his overall play is brilliant, but his hunger, his intensity, and this is what I want to see. I want to see these boys consistently want to play for, well, John's shirt, because if they're playing for the training shirt, we've got fucking problems. But I want to see them playing for the shirt and the badge. Another thing I'm going to point out while I'm talking about the badge is, don't you think the badge is 1,000,000 times better on these Hummel shirts than it was on the Umbro shirt, John?
It's stuck on though. It's not stitched on, is it? It's actually stuck on.
Yeah, but I don't mind that.
Yeah.
I don't mind it as long as it doesn't come off in the wash. I think everyone's happy.
Yeah. Right, Ludwig Smith says, where is Mason Holgate? He's not playing anymore this season, Ludwig. He is out for the season, as well as Mina as well. He also says Balassi should get a chance. Listen, if we want...
Balassi can't get a chance until next season. That's the issue.
No, we can't.
He can't play.
He can't play.
But I'm expecting players like Balassi to be given an opportunity in pre-season. If they don't do it, they will leave.
Yeah. Right, where are we up to?
I tell you what, Everton have come here tonight, and bar that one moment and a few wasted passes from players like Michael Keane and Theo Walcott, Everton are playing much better, much more compact, and actually they're bossing the game against Sheffield United, which is something I didn't think I'd say.
Exactly, I was just going to say that surprises me. That does surprise me.
And honestly, Andre Gomez so far, he looks really into this. This is the Gomez we signed so far. You know, first 22 minutes, he's much, much better.
Totally agree. Everton have had 65 possession now.
Have you seen the way the team is there as well, John? You see how it went to 4-5-1? Richarlison went to the left, with Sigurdsson pushing more into the middle.
Yeah, they're interchange. We've just won the ball there. Gomez done well again there.
Yeah.
And it's a great win. God, it's a terrible touch that.
Yeah, that is a striker that's low on confidence, that is.
But it was a great ball. Gomez done well to win the ball on the touchline here. And he run ahead forwards with it. It was a great ball in. An informed striker, an informed Dominic Calvert-Lewin is scoring that goal there.
Yeah. And Ellis Sims is probably scoring that because he is in form.
Yeah. Right, we are falling a bit behind here with the comments, so we do apologise.
Do you want me to jump on John for a bit?
Reece Colesborn did say the 4-2-3-1 is working brilliantly. It is, but as Michael's just said, he seemed to be interchanging the players. That's a terrible touch.
This is the thing, like, coming from someone who's played football at a decent level, you have to be able to adapt on a football pitch. So let me just break it down. You play like a 4-4-2, for example, or you might play like a 3-5-1. But one of those, say for 4-4-2, one of those strikers will have a little bit more nous about defensively. So, for example, you will have Richarlison in this case, who's probably better at putting a foot in, probably a little bit more aggressive than Dominic Calvert-Lewin, dropping into that 5. And what they use is Richarlison will go to the left and Sigurdsson comes over, which means that they have the 3 in the midfield, which is Davies, Gomez and Sigurdsson, and the wingers of Richarlison and Walcott, which is utilising the pace. Now, Gomez is picking the ball up all over the park. So far, out of all the players on this Everton team, in my opinion, Gomez is putting the most work in, which is shocking me to say this because he's been poor the last couple of games. But the fact he's popping up on the right, he's popping up on the left, he's trying to play them balls out, he's pushing forward, he's working his arse off to get this team up the park.
Do you know what? This is probably, apart from one of the games, I think the last game we played, we started okay the first 20 minutes, then we went off the boil. But looking at this game now after 25, 26 minutes when everyone's on, the formations work and the players do look a lot more up for it. You know, I know there is only this game to go and one on Sunday, but I'm not bothered how many games there is left. And I know I said before I can't wait for the season to end, but I just want to see fight, and I think we are seeing that tonight as well. Yeah,
and guys, look, we're up to 134 people in the stream. If you can up that number at all, obviously we would be very, very, very grateful. We did get up to 350 midway through the other stream the other day. So if you can do that, it means a lot to us. If you could share this everywhere, get on it, guys, for us, please.
Even looking at the numbers now, if we can get to 200, 250 tonight,
how many likes have we got? We've got 31 likes. So, guys, if you could do me a favour and all press that like button, that would be massive.
Yeah. Andy Mann says, to be fair, Mike Gomez was all right last match. I totally agree, Andy. I like the way you say he was all right. And listen, I'm not dissing you there. I did say this to Michael off the stream on the phone. I thought Gomez, listen, he didn't look back to his usual self.
No.
Not the Gomez that we seen, who we had on loan before he got the full-time move to Everton. It wasn't that Gomez, but he was better than what he has been. And I think tonight, he stepped it up again. I think he's better again. Where are we? Gomez' effort dies down when he sees everyone else not on his wavelength.
Yeah,
Listen,
and again, I understand that as well, because as a footballer, you can get frustrated with the players that play around you, and as a result of that, you see the game quicker than everyone else. So if he's seeing the game quicker than everyone else, and nobody else does the actions he wants, then he's in trouble. Yeah. Gomez again, getting into Sheffield United, making them play a long, pointless ball, and we've got the ball back. Again, he's charging in. I'm happy with Gomez tonight. I must say he's playing. First 27 minutes is possibly my Everton man of the match at this moment in time.
Until Ellis Sims comes on and scores a 20-minute hat-trick. Mr. Dominic says, that thingy Mike is wearing looks so much better than the standard kit. That's the training kit, that, mate. And even Michael said he prefers that than the
100%. Do you know what I like about this shirt, if you can see it, is the pattern. Because it's the same pattern that's on the school building, for example. Yeah,
it is, yeah. Well, is it? Ludwig Smith said, Carl Blundell says he'll be back at half-time. I did notice that before. We will see you at half-time, Carl, my mate. Where are we? Who is in the Premier League next year? Is it Leeds, West Brom and Brentford? I know Leeds are. I don't know if the other two...
Well, so, obviously, my neighbour's a West Brom fan. West Brom, they lost to... I can't remember who they lost to, but they lost the other day.
That wasn't Stoke,
No. And then Brentford, the day after, bottled it. After an 8-game winning run, bottled it at Stoke. So for me, I think West Brom come up, just because they've got the experience of the Premier League. And I actually think Brentford will possibly bottle the playoffs.
Yeah, I think Fulham are going to be in the playoffs. He's turned it round there, hasn't he? I can't even think of his name. The Fulham manager, if someone can remind me.
Scott Parker?
Yes, it is Scott Parker. Yeah, he's turned it round. He struggled at first. That's a handball by the Sheffield United player there. And then Richarlison goes down holding his head.
Yeah, it is true. Well
done. Let's have a look. Oh, Andy Mann says he's on the Jim Beam and Coke again tonight. What are you about, you guys?
Do you know what? That's what I fancy. I fancy a rum and Coke.
I thought Jim Beam was whiskey.
No, I think it is, but I that's what I could drink, like a rum and Coke. The mood I'm in is rum and Coke.
Where are we? I agree. Lewin is getting lazy, overconfident, clearly.
But that's as a fan base and as a manager. That's our fault.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't think Ancelotti helped with the comment that he come out the other week saying he's never had a centre forward at any club who works back as hard as Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Exactly. And I expected Dominic Calvert-Lewin out after that. That's a foul, ref. I expected Dominic Calvert-Lewin after that comment to fire on all cylinders.
That's a foul. Does he give a foul? Yeah, thank God for that.
Yeah. Oh, my eyes. Mr. Dominic says, all the kits in my collection are away kits. I never buy the blue one. I went through my wardrobe the other day. I think I've got ones from, remind me of Lee Tai with Cajun on and everything.
Yeah, Cajun chicken, lovely. Up to 152 in the stream. Do you know what's scary? Is ever since the kickoff of this game, we've had no less than 100.
That's good. Listen, folks, it is a bit quieter tonight. You know, we do appreciate that. But listen, you know, because Everton are playing poor at the minute, you know, the last couple of games. But if we can get that to 200, it won't be before half-time, I don't think. But if we could, that would be absolutely fantastic.
It's just jumped up to 163, John, so...
There you go. Let's get it to 200 before half time, folks. Tell your friends, tell your family, get over to the Blue Boys Network on the YouTube channel and just tell them to watch it for even 30 seconds if they don't want to stick with us, just to get the views and the numbers up. Where are we? James Wright lost to Huddersfield. They lost to Huddersfield, Michael.
Yeah, it was 2-0, weren't it, to Huddersfield?
Ludwig Smith Richarlison needs to pull something. I think he's working hard. You wouldn't know if he'd pulled something or he was just acting because he spends that much time on the floor. Dean Richardson says Egan has just twatted Richie there.
Have you seen Gomez having a word with the ref there? I want to see more of that from our players. You know, little comments in their ears, telling them how shit they are.
Yeah. Bill Blue Cali has probably said what I've said lately. There isn't enough service for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. There isn't, to be fair, but
there's still no excuse for a ball coming over to you and it bouncing off your chest. There's no excuse for that.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin, after 10 games into the season, is controlling that and scoring there, in my opinion. Who's this? Cake Sup Osalu, what a name, is watching from Africa. Welcome to the Blue Boys Network, my mate. I hope you're enjoying the stream and I hope you're staying safe over there all the way in Africa. Wider, Dominic Grealish are looking at Mason Mount and thinking, what if? Mason Mount's been absolutely fantastic this season, to be fair.
Yes. And Lula's just going to say hello to everyone. It's, you know, get yourself in that stream, girl. Make yourself the most famous puppy on YouTube. We're up to 163 people watching, which is incredible. Do you want me to go through some of the comments, John?
I was just going to read one more from Abigail there. If Højbjerg goes to Tottenham, would you go for Harry Winks? No. It's just not a name that stands out for me. I think we do need to be going for better. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, listen, Everton should be looking at challenging Tottenham for next season. So why would we go for a player who they don't fancy?
Yeah, agreed. And agreed. Everton needs to be going above them. Everton needs to be going... You know, Everton need to be signing Tottenham's targets, which is Højbjerg, although I don't want Højbjerg, just to clarify.
Yeah, I don't want him anyway because his preferred choice is Tottenham, but Everton are still saying we reckon we convince him. But how can you convince him by offering him more money? No, I don't want players like that.
Right, I'll go through the comments then. Mr. Dominic, all those people with Latino or Chinese name predicting scores, these are betting firm plants, quite possibly, mate.
I blocked them.
Ludwig Smith, West Brom are safe. Yes, they are safe. It's just whether they get promoted. I suspect they won't go down. Weira, who has been a bigger flop, Lukaku or Richarlison? I think neither of them were flops, to be honest. I think they've both been very, very well received at Everton, I would say.
Just jump in there. I don't think any of them have been flops. What I will say is we've never replaced Lukaku.
No.
If Richarlison can develop into the same sort of player as Lukaku, we will have some player on our hands.
Yeah. He's on. I tell you what, Lukaku's on fire for Inter Milan as well.
Before, would we have him back?
No.
I'd drive to Milan and pick him up.
Yeah. Glenn Morton, bring back Morales. I wouldn't bring back Morales, but I also have, I've got no issues against Morales personally. Play him up front, yeah, fucking hell. Eugene McGyver, yellow card for Tom Davies of Everton now. If there has been, I didn't see it. Phil Cornwall Blue, I honestly don't think that DCL is the answer, just my opinion. Look, equally, mate, I don't.
172 we're up to now, says Matthew Rampton. That's a new name to us. Sorry if we have missed you in the past, Matthew.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Blue Boys Network stream. We are on 170 now.
Yeah. Mr. Dominic, Pickford will end up like Joe Hart. Yeah, I completely agree. Ryan Sessegnon would find more first-team chances at Everton. He would, but again, if he's not finding them at Spurs, why should he find them at Everton? Matthew Rampton, 172. Yes, you are right. Cheers for that, buddy. Blue Cali, we need to move away from buying players that can't get into the... Exactly. We need to go and get first-choice players who are attracted to sign to Everton and the project.
You know what? we've said this. Me and Michael have said this again privately. We've also said it on some videos. Go for like your players like your Ruben Loftus-Cheek. You know, not saying him, but players who are in and out of teams who are challenging for Champions League. You know,
Mr. Dominic, DCL is crap. Well, he's had a good half a season, and that's what I'm going to say. I haven't rated DCL for a long time, and I'm still on the fence about him. Damien Hagan, quality video again, lads. DCL seems very low on confidence. Yeah, he does. It
is a confidence thing with Dominic Calvert-Lewin, because we know, and listen, I've said it and I've said it again, I have eaten humble pie so many times over Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I'll admit when I'm wrong, I was one of his biggest critics. I think when he come back, when the season started, he was on fire. He has had that little blip. There is a player in there. I think we all know that. I think it is a confidence thing with him, because as I said before, earlier on in the half, 10 games into the season, that ball that was played to Dominic Calvert-Lewin then, where it bounces off his chest, he's scoring that goal.
I don't know, because he's never very good at one-on-ones either. He hasn't been good at one-on-ones since.
But that wasn't. See, my take on the one-on-one is when you clear of the defence and you've got the keeper coming out at you. The keeper wasn't coming out at him there. I think it was too quick for the keeper to come out. If he controls that, he's smashing it in.
Fair enough. Your opinion, John. Where am I? This is the best I've seen Gomez since his injury.
Go on. Oh, fuck off. 179 we're on, says Phil Cornwall.
I tell you what, it's a great tackle by the Sheffield player, that.
John Edwards says goal. I don't know whether that was preempted from the chance that Richarlison had, or have we scored?
Where am I? Because I have completely lost myself.
I will jump in. Kevin.
I've got one here. Toffee TV up to. Wow, it's one of them. It's one of them. At the end of the day, they are bigger than us, so I'd expect them to get more views than us. If you guys want to jump in their comments and tell them to come over and watch our stream instead, always be grateful. We're up to 187. John, do you want to take over for a little bit?
Yeah, Matthew Rampton says, my dream is to go to Goodison Park. Well, if you ever get there, Matthew, me and Michael will be glad to meet you. Let us know where you're from. And as I say, it would be good to see you at the Old Lady before we do move down to the docks. Mr. Dominic says, Dominic Calvert-Lewin is not fit to tie Kane's shoelaces.
No.
Well, I'm not going to say it on here because I'll get shot down. I won't say. Well, I will say it because I can. Harry Kane has had a good season, and then he got the bad injury. Not this season. He had a good season. I think it was last season. He was flying, and I started to have my reservations about Harry Kane, thinking he was one season wonder. But then he got that bad injury. Since he's come back, I don't think he looks the same player. I think that bad injury he had could affect his career in the long term, because
John happens to forget that Harry Kane's actually had 4 good seasons.
No, yeah, he has, but he's had 3 good seasons, then a phenomenal season.
Yeah, I think look,
186 views, by the way.
Yeah, I think Harry Kane is a phenomenal goal scorer. But as an all-round player, I'm not massively sold on him.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Everton, come on.
I'm not going to say Harry Kane and Jamie Vardy are the same sort of player.
I tell you what, absolutely nothing is sticking to Richarlison tonight.
No. Let's have a look at this. 186, James says, Al Clark, Wolves, Sheffield United, Burnley and Leicester will all finish higher than Everton. Everton just need players who are ambitious, not overpay for names. Totally agree. But I think that's the
there has to be a fine balance, though, because you have to have names in the team to attract.
Yeah. Where are we? Dean Richardson says, I like Baz and Ped, but you boys are bossing this.
Appreciate that.
Cake Soap Osselu, the first corner that Everton will take is a goal. Mr. Dominic says about the other YouTube channel, the stink blog time, Baz is a bimbo. Everton View says top strikers make things happen. They do.
They do.
You know, if you look at Jamie Vardy, he makes things happen. Lukaku used to make things happen. You know, if you look back to the forwards we've had in the past, you know, your Graham Sharps, your Gary Linekers, they made things happen over the park. Ian Rush, your Robbie Fowlers. Strikers make things happen. And the thing what you get with strikers is if they're that good, they can make things happen out of nothing.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Andre Gomez tonight, that ball from Gomez is...
Charleston, yeah.
Honestly, Gomez has really impressed me tonight. He's been much better. And now apparently, Mr. Osselu says this is going to be a goal to Everton.
Hopefully.
So
Piers Smith says, evening lads, good evening to you, Piers, corner for Everton. I did see some Harry Kane as one of the best strikers in Europe. I don't disagree, Tom. I don't disagree that he's one of the best strikers in Europe. But
we've hit the post.
Have we?
Mr. Osselu was almost very right.
Oh, and it's Dominic Calvert-Lewin a bit to the post as well. When he should be scoring.
He should be scoring that. Oh.
Should be scoring. Dean Richardson says, what a ball by Gomez. You think he's just echoing your sentiments there, Michael. I didn't see the ball, to be fair. I was reading the comments. Abigail Barfoot. I'm going to take this now, Michael, and then if you want to do till half time.
Yeah.
Abigail Barfoot says, would you go for Hudson-Odoi if there's a chance? No. And I'll tell you why. I think with Hudson-Odoi, he was getting linked with some massive teams. I think he was going to... they play in yellow. I can't even think. Was it Borussia? Not Borussia Dortmund. Was it Dortmund?
Yeah, I think he was linked with Dortmund. He was linked with Bayern Munich as well.
Bayern Munich as well, yeah. And all of a sudden, since he signed the contract with Chelsea, he's been poor. Now, I don't know whether that's down to him spitting his dummy out because Chelsea wouldn't let him do the move. I don't know. Or, again, was he just playing for the move and now can't be asked?
Well, he got a contract extension, didn't he? He got the contract he wanted off the back of that. He's on 170 grand a week.
And now he's being poor.
Yeah.
So Abigail, would it take Hudson-Odoi? Listen, he's probably better than some of our players, if not quite a lot of them.
Can we get this stream to 200? Oh, yeah. That's the answer. There you go, 202.
I said that. Thanks very much, folks. That's absolutely fantastic. That. Mr. Dominic says, Hudson-Odoi will be too expensive.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, he would. Only because he's signed that contract, not because it's a quality player, in my opinion. Yeah. Right, Michael, there you go.
Yeah, Damien Mackay. Richarlison is trying too hard and has little support. Having Siggy in the side is like being a man down. Need to get him off at half time. Yeah, Sigurdsson and
Davis have been very quiet for me.
Yeah, Gomez is fair to Gomez. This is the thing that you see. If Gomez bosses the midfield, we tend to play quite well. So yeah, I couldn't, I'm not disagreeing with that. Good shift by Gomez and Davies, good first half. Yeah, I think Davies has been better than Sigurdsson. Everton is going to score first. Mr. Osselu, Cake Soap Osselu, I hope you are right, bud.
213.
Yeah.
Matthew Ramp says, we had 200 then. Yes, we did. Now, I'm not being funny. Let's go for 350.
Who have we got on the stream? So we've got a few people. We've got Ed. We've got Sarah helping.
Really? Have we got Sarah? Good evening, Sarah.
But no, not in the stream. On the TV, on Amazon Prime. And Jamo Ed, who used to have a YouTube channel, who has stopped uploading. It's interesting that we weren't asked, eh, John?
Yes, I'd rather do this.
Exactly. Everton will never score. That is Kaida Tuna. Sorry if I've got the pronunciation wrong. Earns 11. I've worked it out, fellas. DCR hasn't scored since he's put the stupid hairband in. Mate, let's drag it out of his hair.
Come on.
James Wright.
Come on.
Another garbage.
That's a foul. That's a foul. Fucking hell. How late was that?
Jesus
the referee.
Christ.
Look at that. He wasn't giving it.
No, he's had a look at VAR and he's given it.
It's got good if you can see that screen from there, because that was. This is another thing, Michael. Now, you just said there, VAR's got in touch with him and say, look, that is a foul. How quick did they make that decision then?
It's not a foul. He gets the ball.
Gone in 2-footed though.
No, he hasn't. His foot's on. That's not a foul. That's a good tackle.
All right then. If that was against us, would you be saying? If
Oh
it was the other way round,
I'd be absolutely screaming for it. But I'm telling you now, that is a good tackle. In my day on a pitch, that's a good tackle. And you know, our Jonathan, if you are that fast in front of everyone, well done, mate.
Oh. Well, if it's not Jonathan, you're off.
Where am I up to? James Wayne, another garbage game. Gary Northedge, this is good first half, but the lads couldn't agree more. Colin Weaver, just back shopping in Leeds. Sorry, shoplifting. And me and mate said in the car, my dad's better than Davies. I said you don't. Your dad said exactly. Lovely. I saw that in goal. Phil Cornwall Blue, a top striker, would have buried that. That's my point about DCL. Yeah, I agree.
It's not. We're up to 219 for the first half, folks. It is half time. So that fella who said it was 1-0, you know our Jonathan. I know your Jonathan. He's gone. There you go. Right, folks.
So, 219 we end first half on. Really, really grateful. Really appreciate it. I am literally just going to go and get myself a quick drink. I think we will see Ellie Sims in the second half. We will see a few changes. But that is a better first half from Everton than we have seen, in my opinion, since the first half against Leicester.
Yeah, totally agree. Right, folks, thanks very much for your support in the first half. Let us get up this to 350 in the second half at least. Tell your friends, tell your family about it. Get over the Blue Boys Network, and we will be back for the second half. Cheers, folks.
Cheers, guys.
I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. I saw no shadow. I looked around, searched every building and home that I found. I saw no shadow, but felt a glow. The warmth inside me, it kept me afloat. It felt like heaven had found my bones and gave me comfort when I feel alone. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. My best friend to 23. I heard the heavens crying above me. They gained an angel, I lost a friend. I felt like dying again and again. I went through hell, stared at death, but I keep fighting with each living breath. I saw no way out from where I stood. Felt like the fire had burned me through. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend.
Writers write what they know. Liars write what they wanna show. Singers sing what they told. But I know you got something else to say. Like secret language, speaking in tongues. Snake like, tongue tight, you on the run. Tribal dancing, I don't know what you are, you are, you are, you are. Summer floating over my heart. We're both dancing over the dark side. I don't know who you are, you are, you are, you are. You got letters sprinkled all over your body. If I join up the dance, it makes me feel naughty. I feel like I shouldn't touch. You gotta know touch and sign. I feel like I shouldn't run. You're blocking the exit with your life. Addicted to light, center, always in the limelight. Show ya a real good time. Oh, I know you got something else for me. Like secret language, speaking in tongues. Snake like, tongue tight, you on the run. Tribal dancing, I don't know what you are, you are, you are, you are. Summer floating over my heart. We're both dancing over the dark side. I don't know who you are, you are, you are, you are. You got letters sprinkled all over your body. If I join up the dots, it makes me feel naughty. I feel like I shouldn't touch. You gotta know touch and sign. I feel like I shouldn't run. You're blocking the exit with your life. You're blocking the exit with your life.
Back again. How are we all?
Hope you had a good half-time, folks. Just going to go through a few of these comments before the second half starts. So we've got Wyra who's saying, Cantwell from Norwich is a player with ambition, but not a big name. Takers all day.
Yeah.
All day, I would take Cantwell. Pure Gaming says yes, lads.
And that goes completely against what I was saying earlier, but Cantwell is a player that has really,
well, he knows
really impressed me.
He knows. Listen, if you look at some of the teams who are you know, fight or who have players, you know, and Grealish is one, Cantwell's one. Listen, them players will probably move on from their respective clubs, so they will move on to bigger clubs, and that's no disrespect to Villa or Norwich, but they will move on for the simple fact of the matter is that they're good players, so that, you know, whether they would be a fish out of water if they went to a much bigger club remains to be seen. But listen, I would take Jack Grealish and I would take Cantwell all day. Pure Gaming says yes, lads. Damien Hargan, Ellis Sims on for Gordon on. Ellis Sims and Gordon on for the second half. I hope so. I haven't seen that yet. I hope they are. James Wright says there's only one team that is worse than this Everton team, and that was Everton under Mike Walker. That was poor. That was poor under Mike Walker. Yeah. Jesus Christ. I actually worked at Everton when Mike Walker was in charge, and honest to God, it was not a happy place. Colin Weaver says, at least laugh, John. I can't remember what that was from because I'm constantly laughing at Michael.
Yeah, and I don't blame you.
Everton Views, I see it in the second half. Kendall's third spell was as bad as Mike Walker. I think Kendall's third spell at Everton was down to sentiment, Mr. Dominic, to be fair. The old saying is you never go back, but he had an okay second stint at Everton, but 3 times, it was third time unlucky for Howard, unfortunately. Was talking to his missus on Twitter the other day, Lily. She's a nice woman. Was thinking about getting her on the channel. Actually, I don't know if she would, so she could give us an insight into Mr. Kendall outside football. Maybe that's one we could look at.
I also spoke to Clive Tildesley.
Yeah.
Following what happened with ITV, obviously he's been dropped as their number 1 commentator, which is it's a big kick in the teeth for someone of his, his pedigree in the commentary world. So it was interesting to say the least. But I just messaged him and just says, look, I wish you the best of luck. And he just come out and went, yeah, cheers, mate. And I said about the channel, and he ignored me. So we'll just leave it like that. I tell you what, John. You've got the proper setup there. You've got the gaming chair. You're looking the part, mate.
Oh, more than what we can say for you.
This is correct.
Right, here we go. Blue Cali says, Catmull, no thanks. Looks like a middle-class toff on a gap year. Our midfield is weak enough without adding him. He's built like a 14-year-old girl. We need some strength in that midfield. We do, but we also need a squad as well, mate. Yeah. Now, I think to be fair, I think it's obvious to all Evertonians. I think it's obvious to Mr. Ancelotti. I think it's obvious to Brands that we need power. We need strength in the midfield. I was talking to someone the other day, funny enough, and was talking about Andre Gomez. Andre Gomez was absolutely fantastic with a GC Ghana guy next to him, and I think I mentioned this on the last stream. Maybe that's what Gomez is missing. Someone with a pace, bit of power to take a bit of the workload off him, and then you might see the best of Gomez again if he's got that sort of play. When it's like
today, you've got 2 people around him, which, don't get me wrong, they're not having great games, but they're getting... Well, Davis is certainly trying to get about a bit, which is allowing Gomez to go forward and try and play them balls.
Yeah. David Prescott says, is Alan going to Everton? Mr. Dominic says, nobody knows. The transfer rumours are a waste of time. They are, but we all love a good rumour. And from what probably a lot of us have seen and heard, Alan is Ancelotti's number 1 target.
Yeah.
So we will see how that pans out.
Can I also
Mitchell
just
say, who's the tune by? It's class.
Which one? If you tell
the one that before we went live, I think.
So there's 2 in here. If it is the one that is in the start video, so if it is the one, I'm just going to quickly cut to it. So if it's the one in this scene,
my best friend to 20.
I'll put the link in for you.
Michael, I'm just about to kick off for you.
Yeah, just about to kick off, John.
I've had to come upstairs.
And we've hit 5,102 subscribers. Thank you ever so much, guys.
Yeah, means a lot, folks. I can see this because the iPad's further away from me now. But here we go. Eugene McGeever says, welcome back, John and Mike. David Prescott also says that. Welcome back to you guys as well. Where are we? David Prescott says, I think they will go to Leeds before Everton. Phil Mason says, Grealish for 60 million. No, thanks. I don't think Jack Grealish will actually leave for 60 million. I think that's the figure that's being bandied about. But if Villa do go down, which will be unfortunate because I like Aston Villa, Everton and Aston Villa are two of the oldest clubs, if not the oldest in the league. It will be a shame. I think Villa will take less than that.
I've just put a link in the stream to the song that a couple of people have requested. So I've just put a link in, and Everton have just scored. Richarlison 1-0. Oh, the fucking toffees!
How have you seen that?
Oh, I haven't. Oh, what a header! Oh my god! Oh my gosh! What a header! Richarlison makes it 1-0. That's a great ball in. Richarlison ducks down, flicks it up. I love how the fact we're doing the same. We are doing exactly the same on the stream. Ducks down, flicks it into the bottom corner, and it's Everton 1. And that goal is fully deserved.
In my opinion, it's a great goal for Everton to score early in the second half against the Sheffield United.
That is a phenomenal header.
Me and Michael didn't give Everton much chance tonight, probably like 95% of Evertonians. But listen, we've got something to build on now. Take this into the second half because it's an early goal. Go to the end of the season, 2 wins out of 2. Bit of confidence going into pre-season. Look, maybe I'm getting a bit ahead of myself, but listen, when you score a goal like that, the way Everton have been playing with a better performance, it does give you the lift. Yeah. And I suppose we're all feeling lifted after that.
Oh, and he wins back the ball straight away as well there, Richarlison. Oh.
This is great. Let's build on this. Can we still get in Europe?
Absolutely not. The highest we can finish, John, is 11th.
Well, that's all right. We're up to 194 views. Let's get this to 250, folks. Come on, let's get
it. Let's get it for 2. I tell you what, guys. Let's get it to 500.
Not happening, Michael.
Look, you need ambition in life, John.
Stuart Bradley has just asked the same question as I asked, can we still qualify for Europe? Unfortunately, Stuart, we can't. But I will put money on it right now, and you can bring this back up next season, that we will get into the Europa League minimum next season. First full season under Mr. Ancelotti. And that is poor by Sheffield United. With his own pre-season, with his own players, I think Everton can improve massively next season.
Oh, my God. What a pass from Andre Gomez there. I tell you what.
Oh, that is poor by Lewin, though, Michael. Why didn't he get in front of his man there instead of behind him?
Yeah, well, this is the thing. This is what's disappointing me. Ellis Sims, for me, comes on after about 60, 65 minutes. I tell you what, Andre Gomez so far tonight, my man of the match. Do you lot agree with that?
I do. Michael, change the score because I'm telling you right now it will look so good. You're being told by a few people. John, can you do to Rapid win? What's that mean?
I don't know. You completely cut out there as well, John.
Andy, can you just clarify what that means? John, can you do us an Everton Rapid we win? I don't know if that's supposed to say, can we do an Everton rap?
A rap.
Rap. I can't rap, but I tell you something now. Michael can rap. He should be in America. Oh, and it's a great block by Radthwaite there.
Why should I be in America, John?
Because that's where a lot of rappers come from. Don't push me to say anything I shouldn't be, because I know you are. I know you are. Right, so Jake Field says it's 1-0. Yes, we are aware of that. Michael changed the score. He has done, Gary. He needs to be a bit quicker with that, because I'm not being fully... Next season, when we're winning games 10-0, the Everton will be moved over a bit because we'll have to fit the figures in.
And equally, what we'll try and do is get it so it's live, because that costs money, and at the minute I'm redundant, so...
I'll pay for that then. How much is it?
It's quite a lot. It's quite a lot.
We'll just leave it manual then.
It's quite a lot because it shows all the stats. Oh, with Richarlison, that was slow. That was shit. To be honest,
he took one for
bar his goal, I actually think Richarlison's played shit, but that goal was phenomenal.
It was, yeah. Dave Clark. Hello, Dave. Don't think we've read any of your comments out before, mate. I'm not sure how long you've been here. I've just seen you send your best wishes to Rose on the other watch-along. Well done, lads. Pure class. Listen, Mike knows Rose better than me. Mike's really helped Rose out. He's been on streams before. I haven't had the pleasure yet, but I'm sure I will have in pre-season. I'd like to do a video with Rose. Phil Cornwall says it's 204 watching. Brilliant. Mike, put that link on. Dave Prescott says, and Nico says it's Gomez as at the Rocket. Which link, Dave? Was it the first one or the second one?
Is it the one to the merch store, guys, with 15% off? That's the one you need to be asking for.
Terry Nixon says the gaffer had a rocket. Gomez has had a rocket off the gaffer. He's playing well better. Do you know what, Nico? I call him Nico because he's my cousin. I think they've all had a rocket. I think that. Listen, I'm not going to say it's been absolutely fantastic. I'm not going to say it's been a class performance. It's been better. It's improved. It's improved.
Mitchell, I think you read John's mind there.
Damien Hagen says it's heated there with Dinya. I missed that because I'm reading. Oh yeah, I can see it now. Knock him out, Richarlison. Just fucking butt him. Tuesday delayed. I live on the Isle of Wight, but still an Everton Blue for 51 years. Listen, mate, you are more than welcome to join our streams, and you are part of the Everton family. Ryan James says we needed that, we did, and Mr. Dominic says he did it on purpose. Sent him off. Valenti, oh, what a name. Valenti and Cholly. Who will win? Everton all day. Going to be 2-0 to Everton this. Ryan James, Gilfie's being better today. I will mirror what I said before. I think they all have. Ocelot 1878 says Baldock was a rat there. He was. Mr. Dominic says Rose is hardly a looker. Listen, beggars can't be choosers, mate, when you're in my position.
Rose is lovely.
Yeah, she doesn't like... Oh, no, I won't even say that. Shit.
Fuck's sake.
Stood on Dean's foot. Massimo Fusi says at full time it's going to be 1-1. Listen, I'm not being funny. Obviously, I want us to win. And we're 1-0 up, and we've played a lot better. Before tonight's game, I would have took a 1-1 draw.
Guys, the link for the game is now back in the chat.
Andy Mann says, Mike, what size is your top? I'm usually an extra L. What's the fit like? Apparently, it's one size down. Now, I went and got extra large, but I've lost weight, so I probably would have got away with a large, but I'm probably going to put weight on again. Now I'm back on the taxi.
Yeah, this top, I would personally say, is a large rather than an XL. It is an XL. Like this is an XL, but I would say this is a large. And when I get down to my goal weight, I'll be needing an extra small.
By the time Michael gets down to his goal weight, Hummel will not be making Everton shirts anymore. I love the way he goes quiet.
I just don't know what to say because I literally could sit here and absolutely decimate you over and over again.
But you can't because it can't get too personal, can it?
It can get as personal as you want it to, John.
No, well, it's not going to go any more personal. It's banter, and we'll leave it at that. Colin Weaver says he thinks Duncan gave them a half-time grill, and what do you reckon? I think, I'm going to be honest, I think Duncan's the voice in the dressing room. I think Carlo is the more subdued, relaxed. I mean, there was a clip on him there when Everton...
Oh, Michael Keane, Jesus Christ, what was that, son?
It's all right, he got away with it. I think, I mean, even when Everton scored, then Carlo didn't get off the bench. You know, I think Duncan is the voice. But, you know, I think that's why Ancelotti's kept him. I think he's seen what he'd done in the games that he was in charge. But what would he...
Go on.
What?
Somebody's...
What would he... is the way they've been performing since the football's come back. You know, we've had a couple of half-decent games. That's poor by Michael Keane. He got very lucky there.
Ayup has said, can you please say a big hello to my friend Dick's Enormous? Well done, mate. I'm not stupid, mate, but well done. Well done.
Well done.
I've also got a mate who works in a bar called Phil.
Phil McCracken.
Well done, John.
Well, you won't get me. I've told you that. Where are we? Kevin Beattie says Tom Davis needs to be subbed. Too many mistakes and running around like a headless chicken. Totally agree. I'll put Anthony Gordon on now. While we're 1-0 up, I'll put Anthony Gordon on now, in my opinion, and put him in the centre midfield with Gomez.
I'll tell you a time. I once give a piece of paper. I used to work at a call centre a long time ago now. I worked in a call centre. And one of the guys come over to me and they said, what?
was a gay porn
And there's
centre.
nothing wrong with gay porn, John. And
There isn't.
no,
Nothing wrong with gays.
And
just let me
can
clarify.
you shut the fuck up? And somebody come over
Someone's
to me
gonna
with a piece of paper, and they said, Mike, this client's just rang. They need to speak to you. Can you give them a call on this number and ask for this person? So I ring this number, and it goes through to Dudley's, which is by me, Dudley's, and it goes, can you ask for Seymour Lyons? So I was there genuinely saying, can I speak to Mr. Seymour Lyons? Fucking brilliant.
It's a wonder bad down on that stream there.
Yeah.
Well done. Yeah, that went down well, Michael. Anyway, let's go back to the comment.
I was giving a fucking story, John. It weren't a joke.
Ryan James says Davis needs to be loaned out. Shocking again.
So does John.
I don't think anyone. Yeah. Come on, Dominic. Bring players into play. That's a good ball. That. Come on, Richarlison. Get in the box, Dominic. Oh, I tell you what.
I just feel like Dominic Calvert-Lewin is in absolutely none of the positions he should be.
By the way, Michael, I'm not looking at the comments at the minute, so if we don't score, don't shout your mouth off like before.
Okay, mate, no worries.
Right, there you go.
So where did you get up to, John?
Yeah. Another great pass, but yet. Who will the winner today? Imran Siddiqui asks. Everton all day. Everton are going to win 2-0. Mitchell Blasen. This is the one I was looking for. Would you have Adam Lallana on a free? No.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Oh, good effort.
Would you take Adam Lallana, Michael?
Absolutely no chance.
Forget he plays for them. As a footballer, would you take Adam Lallana?
No. Do you know what I keep noticing? When there's too much light on my webcam, it makes the focus go off on it.
I'll turn your light off.
Yeah, I do usually, but your missus is in now.
There you go again. See, sorry about him, folks. See, if you want to make this channel work, we have to stop the smut.
No, we don't. That's why people are here, because we make them laugh, John.
There's kids in here.
If you're a child, if you're a person under 18, comment now, please.
Duncan giving the players a grill and a half time was grilling that Cajun chicken.
Oh, I want to shout out that comment from earlier, because we had a comment in the little picture that I put in the community earlier, which really made me laugh. Let me find it.
While you're finding it, Mr. Dominic says Big Duncan is no longer the loose cannon he used to be. I think he'd love to be, but I think he has calmed down because of the job he's got now. Listen, that's a good save, that, actually. He was unlucky by Calvert-Lewin. I think Duncan knows he will be one of the front runners, if not the front runner, for the Everton job when Ancelotti leaves us. I think that's why he's sorted the shit out, in my opinion. Everton Views says Lallana is a boiled blue. I don't care. So was Ross Barkley, and he was a rat. Everton Views. So I don't want Adam Lallana anywhere near the club, in my opinion.
It was from Weira earlier, who has been in this stream tonight. No hope for Everton to win, as long as the porous Pickford man in the posts. McBurney will grill Michael Keane till he's toast. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Ian Rush was another boiled blue. Robbie Fowler was a boiled blue. Jamie Carragher was a boiled blue. Michael Owen was a boiled blue. Steve McManaman was a boiled blue. Listen, do it all blues. Do it all blues.
Yeah, but John Maguire was a boiled red.
I wasn't at all.
Oh.
Yeah, Man United, yeah. We are. Kevin Bertie says, get a piece of tin foil and shine a light on it, Michael. Michael uses tin foil for other things, and I don't think it'll be for that, Kevin, to be fair.
I'm shine a light on what?
the light to deflect the light off you, so it looks better.
Oh, Jesus! I tell you what, we've got an absolute. I tell you what, mate. Honestly, you can, and if you can come and help John as well, because his editing of green screens is fucking embarrassing. Richarlison down that wing, really aggressive one. Play Sigurdsson in there, too slow.
I tell you what, I think Richarlison's had a decent game. See Gomez going in there. That's what we want. Don't. Oh shit, he's down. Is it Gomez?
I think the opposite. I think Richarlison's had a bad game by his goal.
There's Gomez. No, but he's working. That's what I mean. Oh, Jesus, that's his bad ankle as well, isn't it? There's not there at all.
It's not bad. You know, it's not bad. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And apparently, from the comment, we've got Mad Dragon X9, and that is the only person who is under 18 in this stream.
There was another one from John Maguire itself as well.
You're John Maguire, John.
Ah, brilliant. I know. Billy Sharp didn't even know he was playing.
I haven't. Honestly, Sheffield United tonight are really disappointing me, but I do expect them to come at us in the last 28 minutes of this game.
Brilliant. Right, Michael, are you ready to get your head swelled up?
I've read it, mate. I've read it already.
I'm very photogenic. What does that mean? Because I'm thick.
It means you're good with pictures, at being in photos.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I agree there. Oh, it's 1-1. Someone says.
No, it's not.
Well, it's not. It's not. You're going. See ya.
Wait until we actually confirm it's not 1-1.
Well, I'll unlock it.
You can't unfucking lock it.
That's tough. It's obviously not 1-1.
All right, you unlock it then.
Mitchell Balls and John calling for no smut and then makes a heroin joke.
Yeah, honestly, it's like that time when I was outside Goodison and we just drew 1-1 to Man United, and
hilarious.
And I'm standing there going, I can't swear because I've got the little one, and he goes, "What did you say?"
John Moss is a fucking twat.
He said cunt, actually.
Yeah, I don't like that word though.
But normally. You used it.
Yeah, because I was fucking fuming and pissed. Phil Cornwall says it's still 1-0. Yeah, he's gone, to be fair. Mad Dragon X, you guys just relax. Everton are getting the 3 points. Is Mad Dragon X a blue?
Yeah, come back to us, Mad Dragon X. How many people we got in the stream?
218.
Jesus.
Let's get it. Come on, folks. Get us to 250. Just get us to 250.
Get us to 300.
It's not going to happen, is it?
Well, John, you were brilliant the other night. Push. Come on, make people. What did one person say? Because it was brilliant. I'm gonna. Oh, that's it. I'm gonna reincarnate me granddad and get him to subscribe.
Yeah, I've even tried my nan's phone in the coffin, but it's died to see if she'd come on.
It was absolutely brilliant.
228 says Luke Anderson and James Wright.
Yeah, can we get to 250?
224 Abigail. I'm looking forward to the away kit being announced. So am I. Ems11 says, is Walcott still on the pitch? He is. There's not much on that side.
Come on. Play the ball. It's too slow. There's no need for that step over. It's like John on FIFA. What do you mean? Red men are talking about us. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's get on their stream. Where are they?
Redmen TV, is it?
They're talking about us. Where are they?
I haven't got a clue. They're not on here. Must be on their stream.
Well, apparently they're live.
Right, Curtis, Chevin Music Curtis, let us know what they're saying, mate. Are they asking if I'll go over there? I cost a lot of money, mate. Block these people who are putting the wrong scores. I have, Gary. It's hard to keep up with them all because there's that many plebs coming on here doing that, but we are trying to keep up with them.
The thing is, Redmen TV, I mean, it's like, no disrespect, they're clearly very successful at what they do. 420,000 subscribers. But, look.
They're all Norwegian, though.
Look, I haven't got time for either of them because I don't think they've got the bottle to say anything to us to our face or even message us. They're too big for us, so why would they bother? So, they do their previews with Toffee TV, and that makes them happy. Fair enough, do whatever they need to. If you can find the link of Redmen TV commenting about us, I would love to know because I find them embarrassing anyway.
Yeah. Right, what are we on? We're on 209. We were on 222. So what's happening here, folks? Sorry if Michael's bored, and yet I will jump back into the comments and it'll go up to 3.5 million.
Honestly, you did that. Oh my God, that ball from Gomez.
No one there.
No, and this is where Gylfi Sigurdsson makes the wrong thing. Dominic Calvert-Lewin's in the 6-yard box. Richarlison's in the box. Sigurdsson should be holding his run there to be that player, and he didn't.
Dean Richardson said he would resuscitate his dead granddad to subscribe.
And I appreciate that. How many subs have we gained tonight? We gained 40 on the last stream. Now, I'm not expecting to get 40. We've gained 10 subs tonight.
That'll do us, though. Another drinks break here, folks, for me, Michael, all you watchers, and the players on the pitch. So if you need to shoot off to get yourself a drink, make sure you come back and watch this absolutely fabulous streaming from the Blue Boys Network. And don't forget, we will be back for the last one of the season on Sunday. There is a matchday vlog coming out tomorrow. There is a buy and sell transfer on Wednesday. Me, Michael, hopefully Benjamin Stanley. If he doesn't make it, it will just be me and Michael. Then there'll be a match preview out on Friday, and then we will have the match watch along Sunday and the match reaction straight after that game as well. And then obviously we're going into pre-season, then we're going into transfer rumours, which will be out probably 2-3 times a week if anything happens within the club. So we are going to be keeping you entertained all the way through until the season starts again. So make sure you stick with us. Let's get these subs up.
Do you know what?
And we want to...
What? Do you know what? I've just...
Thanks for interrupting. I was on a roll then.
You crack on, mate.
Fucking hell, I've lost my trail of thought now.
I just... Something made me laugh, but I can't... We're not going to comment on it because we said we wouldn't.
I know what you were thinking then.
What was I thinking? You say it, and I'll say yes or no.
The way John's talking here, and it's rolling off his tongue, it's as if it's scripted. It's not. I'm saying it how it is, and it won't be long before Sky Sports ring me. But I don't want to work for Sky Sports.
That wasn't what I was going to say at all. But by all means, you believe that.
Enlighten us. Go on. There we go.
I just looked at another channel's stream very quickly. And there's just no reading of the comments. I find that a bit weird.
This is the thing, what we've said. I think, listen, we have people who have come over to the Blue Boys Network from the dark side because we interact with the fans. You know, listen, I'm on 69, 70 minutes here. I reckon all in all, I've probably seen about 5 minutes of this game because I love reading the comments. I love interacting. I love answering people with any questions. That's what me and Michael do. We're not like the others who don't bother, but they still get the views. But bearing in mind, they have 40,000 subscribers. We have 5,000.
I wasn't on about them.
Well, I
I was.
So, what we do is me and Michael always compare their views. And I am boring you now because we are on a drinks break. We're not now, but I'm going to carry on. The numbers that we're getting compared to them, we're actually doing better. They've got more subs, they're getting more views, but I think it's something like 1.5 in 4 or whatever it is, or 1.5 in 10. Michael said it. Watch them where we have a lot more, and that's down to you folks. That's why we love doing these. That's why we carry on doing what we're doing. That's why we're trying to make the channel grow. So for next season, let's push them numbers up again. We will be back pre-season, as I say, and there will be watch-alongs for the away games next season.
Dave Clark, I just want to respond to your comment there. John, you're too good for Sky Sports shite. Stay with Mickey D. First and foremost, John is not too good for anything. And secondly, I wish he'd fuck off. But that's just my thing.
Patrick O'Connell says, I love you too. We love you too, Patrick. We love you
I
too,
tell you
Patrick.
what, Dean Richardson, if you can somehow get us to 7,000 subscribers before December, I'll be over them.
You'll have a night with Michael's missus.
You can have a night with me, mate, and that's the most ideal.
Well, I wouldn't say that because there's no chance of us getting to fucking 7,000.
I tell you what, I don't know what Pickford's doing there. Absolutely horrific.
What's he done?
He's jumped sideways and palms the ball out like this. Don't know what that's about.
See that ball by Gomez, then over to Luka Dean.
Yeah.
Right. And listen, it wasn't a messy pass, but that pass he's just done there, he hasn't been doing them the last 2 or 3 games.
This game, his distribution's been amazing, John.
It's just a normal pass that me and you could do that, Michael. I'm not being funny. Me and you could do that, but he hasn't been doing them passes, which that's what we relate Andre Gomez to. You know, balls over the top to the wings, a bit of width to attack. He hasn't been doing that. And tonight, in my opinion, 72 minutes gone up to now. It was Michael's man of the match in the first half and mine, as well as a lot of you folks on the watch along. And up to now, he still is. Yeah. And I'd like to see him complete a 90 minutes. If he doesn't, he'll get taken off due to tiredness. But I think we can probably safely say now in the 73rd minute, Andre Gomez is going to be man of the match.
Yeah. P.S. I have seen your comment, bud, and I have also seen your message on Facebook. It's just I've been really busy trying to find a job. In terms of the shirt sizes, go one up. Whatever you are, go one up. P.S. is a DJ in Birmingham who is an Everton fan, and bless his cottons, we bumped into each other in a club. I felt like the biggest celebrity ever known to man. Because
I'm like to see you.
What you say?
I'm like that when I see you, though. To me, you are the biggest celebrity. I can't forget the day I met you in the fan zone. The first time I ever met you, we'd spoke on the phone and what have you. And honest to God, I nearly collapsed.
I remember. You walked out the toilet, you had toilet roll on your shoe, I remember.
But now it's twisted right round because of the way I've took this channel to massive heights. Michael was saying to me the other day, I can't wait to see it again, because obviously he's a wool. He can't wait to just to see me. Honest to God, he was saying today he wants to move to Liverpool, but his missus won't. So he's going to come to Liverpool, and I'm going wherever his missus goes.
Honest to God.
Brilliant.
I'm 73 minutes in, little nod down by Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and this is the moment I'd be bringing on Eddie Sims, in my opinion.
James Ditchfield, Michael D is better than John, even though I have known John a lot longer than the both.
It's just a bit extra experience. John's significantly improved, and his match day vlogs are better than mine. You didn't know how to deal with that compliment then, did you?
That's because I've done a day's work before you get out your pick, because you're on the rock and roll.
Oh, for God's sake, man. You see, I've just given you a compliment and you're digging me out. I hope your thumb that keeps locking in place gets stuck.
Oh, by the way, if anyone's ever had trigger thumb, where when you wake up in the morning...
Oh, Gomez again.
It's taken me 20 minutes to actually unlock my thumb. I have got to have a needle right across my hand into a cortisone injection, and I've had one before in my left hand, and I'm absolutely dreading it because it's the worst pain I've ever had. So any woman that approaches me and says labour pains are worse is getting a rabbit punch. I'm telling you right now.
He's getting a what punch?
A rabbit punch.
I don't know what that is.
That's because you're a wool.
Jesus Christ.
Cake Soap Osselu. The next goal is huge. It is, I think. Listen, I think Everton could get the next goal, mate. I actually think.
To be honest, we've been so much more better than them, haven't we?
Someone put in the comments before, we've made Sheffield United look ordinary. I didn't read it out because I've been scrolling through, but it did catch me out. We've made Sheffield United look ordinary tonight. This Sheffield United team is a team who are chasing Europe. Everton should be in that position this season. Unfortunately, we're not. This season's nearly finished. It's done. That is a great tackle by Tom Davis, by the way. Absolute great tackle. And I like the way he got back. Listen, I'm not going to big Tom Davis up because I think he's absolutely fucking dog shit. But that was a good tackle.
Jesus Christ.
But tonight, I think Everton all over the pitch. Pickford's looks more assured. He hasn't had much to do, but I think he's given the defence confidence as well. I think all over the pitch tonight, they've worked for each other. The formations worked. We all looked at the team when it first come out and we were like, fucking hell. I remember messaging Kane and Cameron on WhatsApp and I was like, what the fuck's this team? I also put it on Twitter, but it's worked.
Yeah.
And I think it's down to them getting a rocket, knowing they had to improve. They're playing for a world-class manager. And I'm telling you something now, if these players don't start performing, I know there's only, 15 minutes to go in this game and another game. I think Ancelotti's already made a decision. But it looks to me like these players are actually playing for the move. They want a club next season or they want to stay at Everton. But it's been massively improved for me today.
It has. It really has. It really, really has. I've put the links in just so people are aware. I've put the links in for the donations. What?
Is it Africa?
Oh, knobhead. I've put the links in. I tell you what, that is a terrible touch by Billy Sharp. That otherwise they're in. I've put the links in for the donations page and our merch. If you are free to go on there, if you have got any extra pennies, we always appreciate it. It all goes towards the channel. And maybe paying for them live scores and stats during these streams.
Yeah. Mitchell Balson's put, what's the most overused taxi phrase, John? I'll start with, are you a red or a blue? That's one of them, but the other one is, all right, mate, have you been busy? That's another one.
Is that what you get?
Yeah, all the time. You been busy, mate? What time are you out till? What time do you start? Do you work weekends?
Is that what you get? Yeah, I usually get. If I'm in a taxi, I try to be quiet, but usually some drivers will say, where are you from, mate? And then I'll just say, Birmingham.
Or can you sit in the middle of the back seat so you can balance the car out?
Oh, fucking hell.
James Ditchfield says, I can't wait to meet you both and have a beer on match day. Well, you've already met me, James, but I will gladly have a beer with you, my friend.
You'll gladly have a beer with anyone. That's the problem, James. You ain't special, though. He's a fucking pisshead.
Yeah, I put fucking George Best to shame, mate. Honestly.
You're secretly his brother.
Yeah. Wouldn't mind being his son. I tell you what, his son gets loads of women, doesn't he?
Yeah, but it's Callum Best.
I know. He's a good-looking lad, though, isn't he?
Well, you tell us, John. You tell us.
Well, he's a good-looking lad. I'd love to look like that.
Yeah, well, John, you don't. You look like four-eyed Jeremy Kyle. So calm yourself with your little bacon face and your night tick in your hair.
Bacon face. Hey, don't you be jealous of my hair? At least it's not ginger.
I'm ped.
I love Baz.
Yeah, you probably are. Good football by Richarlison there. Good little ball out to Luca Dean. Keeps the ball. We barely watched this game and spoke about it, but
Gomez has done well in the centre of the park there. He kept the ball. It wasn't a ball, but he played and to Jota Theo. Oh, fucking beat the first man, will you?
Can you bring on some subs, man?
This is what I've said about Carlo. I think his substitutions can be a bit slow, and when he does make the subs, they're very questionable for me.
I think Carlo's seeing these games as pre-season games, so he's letting everyone have a bit.
Oh, fucking hell, Theo!
Oh,
should have just.
I tell you what, that is phenomenal skill. Oh.
Where are we? Mitchell Balson says.
Oh, Gary, thank you ever so much, mate. Really appreciate the tip there. Cheers for that. £5 from Gary, mate. Thank you ever so much.
Cheers, Gary. Thanks very much.
That'll buy the three of us a pint in the fan zone. Trust me, it will. They're usually £5 a pop. They charge me and John £1.50.
Oh, unlucky there by Gomez again. He's had a great game, Gomez.
Andre Gomez is the player that I adore tonight.
Brilliant. Mr. Dominic says Walcott should have been more selfish there. Yeah. That's what I said, mate. I think he should have had a pop, to be fair. Newcastle are winning 2-0. Gomez has had a shot. Go ahead. Everton views would have loved that to have fly, and I think he deserves a goal tonight, Gomez, to be fair, after his performance. And Georgie boy, Michael's going to take over after this. The Blue Boys available, ramped up here, lads. lads, 2 guy chances there. I don't understand that. No disrespect, Georgie. I don't understand that, to be fair. See if Michael can would have been a wall. And I'm going to do this last one. Brian Carey, I've aged so much watching Everton recently that my phone didn't recognise my face. That's fantastic.
That's brilliant.
That's brilliant, that, Brian. That is absolutely fantastic. Right, over to you, Michael.
Yep, so Blue Cali, Gomez back to his best, was always going to take a while coming back from that injury. And look, yeah, it was. It
was poor before the injury, though, as well.
But yeah, I mean, look, I'm going to praise him for this game. He is my man of the match. He's played really well. Hasn't put a foot wrong. But he was poor before the game. So based on this before the injury. So based on this season, I want to see more of this from Gomez.
I think he will, because I think he'll have the sort of midfielder in the Idrissa Gana Guy mould, a ball winner, a powerful midfielder. And listen, Idrissa Gana Guy, and I said this earlier on for people who didn't hear it, who've joined the stream since then, he brought the best out of Gomez. And I think if we can get a midfielder in like that, which we all know we need, which I think it's been widely reported that Everton are after that sort of midfielder, I think you will see the best of Andre Gomez.
For me, what does this mean? What does this mean with, the other players we've got? Because we've got so many centre midfielders. How many do we need to get rid of, John?
Well, I don't think we'll ever see Gabarman fit, to be fair. I think my lad will play for Everton before we got Gabarman.
And he supports Liverpool.
Yeah. Sorry, 40. That's it. Mention Kevin Bertie says, sorry, what was your question? What does that mean for the rest of the midfielders? Well, listen, what worries me, I think we're all agreed on Gylfi Sigurdsson.
Yeah.
I think we paid over the odds. He come from a Swansea team, and this goes back to what we've talked about transfer deals.
Michael Keane should be twatting that out of the ground there, but instead he tries to put a head on it, and he should just be booting it.
84th minute. Gordon's coming on. Anthony Gordon's coming on. Who do you think it'll be for,
Theo
Michael?
Walcott.
It's probably on it. I think it could be Tom.
I think it's Theo Walcott.
It is Theo Walcott.
Do you know why I know it's Theo Walcott?
For someone to put it in the thing.
No, because I watched him.
Well, I'm not, because I interact with the fans.
And you do a great job of it.
He's just flicked over to Toffee TV stream, and he's seriously bored after 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, thanks very much for coming back to us, Everton Views. We do appreciate your support, mate, and I know you wouldn't go over to there, mate. You've been with us too long now. Damien Mackay has said he's been well impressed with Branthwaite. I don't think he's put a foot wrong.
No, again, I'm quite excited for Brathwaite and Holgate in the future, I must say.
Well, there will be a centre-back coming.
Yeah, but, from young players, I'm not concerned by the people who could come in. Do you get what I mean?
I think what we've said about Holgate, though, it's good to have a centre-half like that who can play in midfield. And I'm not being funny. I know we've said in the past he's probably the best midfielder we've got. Andre Gomez has had a good game tonight. I'm not going to say Holgate's better than him. But what I will say is I think Holgate and Andre Gomez would work well together as well. But I think that position's also going to be filled as well. Yeah. Where are we? Yes, John, you're very welcome. Toffee TV, I've mentioned it again, but they're not fit to lace the Blue Boys Network's boots. That will do me, Blue Cali. Thanks very much for your support there, mate. Honest to God, it means loads.
Honestly,
Just a few people on here who have come over from other YouTube channels, and they've enjoyed what me and Michael do, and they've enjoyed the banter. And listen, we don't see much of the game, but it hasn't been a bad thing lately. I don't really want to watch the game. I said this today. What keeps me going is these watch-alongs, and the interaction that we can do with the fans, and it's the same people, and we get new people who are subscribing, and we're smashing the numbers all the time, and it keeps going up and up and up and up. So listen, I'm not asked about watching the game at the minute. I will have a little look every now and again, but it's you folks who I love interacting with, and that's the difference with the Blue Boys Network compared to some other channels.
Yeah, agreed. And you know, I have no problem with any other channel. Oh, you know, I wish Rose the best earlier, because I think if you care about the people you're supporting and you're interacting with, which John does, he cares about all of you more than he cares about watching the game.
Care about you.
And you know, don't get me wrong, I'm not as good as interacting with you guys as John is. John literally reads every comment, which is amazing. But it is all about you guys, because I'm telling you now, neither of us would be bothered to do this. You know, I wouldn't sit here watching a game of football, recording myself for the pleasure of it. I do it because I enjoy interacting with you guys being part of my life and equally John's life, and getting to know us. You know, and that's what it's about. This is about being a group of fans together.
It is. We are one big blue family. Some moron shouted out 1-1. If I do find it, he will be blocked.
Yeah.
Also,
Mitchell Bowson, John, you don't half nurse your bevies. He does nurse his bevies. He does well. He does really well. You know, considering he probably goes through about 17 a day, he does fine. Morgan plays 181. I think Ellis Sims should get on the pitch. I think he should get on now. Give him some time in the Premier League. Give him a chance to kick a ball on the pitch.
It's a chance you might see Ellis Sims a lot more on the last game of the season, to be fair.
Yeah. Agreed. I can't skip. Oh, I can just press down. As I've said before, it's the best Everton channel on the internet. Osler 1878. That means absolutely tons. Gylfi Sigurdsson coming off. Who's he being replaced by? Come on, John. Start singing. That's from Patrick O'Donnell.
Who's coming on?
Gylfi Sigurdsson. He's coming off. And he is being replaced with Seamus Coleman.
There we go. Everton used to said the iceberg is going off.
That's it. Yeah.
Brilliant.
And he's at one sank the Titanic.
Ends. I don't know if that says ends or ends, but you know what I'm on about. My eyes are shut.
Can I just go back to this point from Jake the Hoff? Soon, though, when the channel grows, you might not be able to interact with us. I'm categorically telling you now.
We will always.
The live streams, if we can't read every comment, we will do our absolute utmost to read as many as we can. I mean, we miss some now, but honestly, interacting with you lot is what this is all about.
So this is what makes the Blue Boys Network.
We are a network.
And that Michael's just said the word there. It's a network. So it's not just me and Michael. It's all of us. And I'm telling you right now, it doesn't matter how big we get. And it really, really, really doesn't. If you look at some other channels, it's gone to their head, in my opinion. I'm not having a pop. We want to be that big, but we won't go like them.
Yeah.
Phil Cornwall says it's easily the best channel around. Say it how it is.
Yeah.
Listen, Phil, you know me and Michael. We always will say it how it is. Sheffield United have not turned up, says Wire. Pickford has been let off the hook. Probably has, yeah. He hasn't had much to do, to be fair. But no, I think if you've got a confident, I wouldn't say he's playing with confidence, but if you've got an assured performance at the back, rubs off of the defenders, it rubs off in the midfield, and it runs off through the whole team. And I think Everton tonight, it's been an assured performance. I think it's been better than what we all expected. Chris Wilder's got his head in his hands there. He wasn't expecting Everton to play probably this well, like we weren't. We have. And I think, in my opinion, I don't want to say it too early, but I think it's a well-deserved 3 points by Everton tonight.
Yeah. I just want to... Everton Views has said, Mike, seriously, is living here. Wouldn't you love to get Grealish? I would love Grealish, yeah. I think Grealish is a phenomenal player. Don't end up like TTV. I can assure you we won't.
We can promise that. Do you know, if I'm going to swear to God now, I'm sorry for butting in, Michael, but I am. This channel means a lot to me. I come on it in last November when I helped Michael out, and the channel was going. And I know we've said this before. I'm not going to go on about that little stage of it, but this channel means the world to me, and you know, I'm made up to be part of it. We could have 10 million subscribers, and I would still want to do these watch-alongs.
And what we've said next season, I tell you what, it's another great header from Braithwaite again. I tell you what, I've been really, really, really impressed with this young lad. Really, really impressed with him.
He looks good.
Yeah, he looks composed.
Morgan plays. Do you think Sigurdsson played really well tonight? I thought he was better. I don't think he's a winger. But listen, you know, Tom Davies looks like he's going to complete 90 minutes. I'm not going to say Tom Davies has been brilliant, but listen, I don't think you can pick a bad performer out tonight, in my opinion. I think they've all stuck to their job. I think they know they have to put a better performance in. I think they have. And as I said 5 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, Everton have deserved this tonight.
Well, so far, let's count our blessings.
We look. Oh, fucking hell! Someone's just been knocked out by the ball there. Luca Dean's out.
Oh yeah, Jesus, that's a decent hit. That is.
Not being funny, I'd be out in December if the ball hit me like that.
His nose would have gone.
Yeah. Mr. By the way, we are trying to catch up with the comments now. Now we come to the end of the game, so if we do miss you out, we don't mean nothing by it. We get not millions. We get hundreds and hundreds of comments, and it's hard to read them all. If Michael, could be asked to have a go.
You just love it so much. Where do you want me to go with the comments now? Tell me where to start from, John.
Just to go to the bathroom and leave me on my own. Blue Cali says, could Hummel have put more chevrons on your training shirt, Mike, or are you happy with only two?
They could have, but I think the reason they haven't is because literally shirt sponsors there.
Do you know what it is, Blue Cali? There is only one on Michael's, but he's that big, it's stretched to two.
Brilliant.
I'm only messing. I do love you. You know that.
I love you, Mum. So we're up to 205 watching, guys. It looks like we're going to end with over 200 watching, which for Monday night is absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely.
Oh,
go on. Go on. I want to run. Oh my God! It was a beautiful ball.
The DB should be there, coming in the back step.
To be honest, I think Gomez should have been there, but I can't criticise him because he's had a great night.
Right, listen, folks. I have 93-12 on my screen now. 4 minutes of injury time to be played. I'm going to say my last bit of this watch along. Thanks ever so much again for your continued support tonight. We weren't expecting this many of a Monday night, and you've come back and you droves again. Be interesting to see the figures, what we actually hit tonight, because the figure you see is not the figure me and Michael see. The other night, I think it went up to like 302, but it was actually 8,700 at any one time when people were joining the stream. So, listen, I just want to say thanks for the kind comments for me tonight. I'm sure Michael will say the same. Thanks very much for coming back over. We will see you through the week. Thanks very much for your support, everyone. And don't forget, there is a merch store. If you want to click on that, it does help the channel. It doesn't go to me or Michael. It goes straight into the coffers to make the entertainment that we give you guys better. Thanks very much for your support tonight, folks. Speak.
I'd gone to sleep. Sorry, John.
A tosser.
Yeah, guys, look, I do echo it. We actually got up to 350 comments, but I'm fed up of fucking telling
you. What?
We actually got up to 350 views.
You said, thanks, guys. You what?
You're tosser?
No.
Don't know. Can you just shut up? No, it's genuinely, guys, thank you ever so much. Obviously, this is massive. Full time. Everton have won 1-0. Absolutely over the moon. Guys, your support means everything. We have smashed it. We are smashing it consistently, and that is all down to you guys. This is another stream that I can pretty much guarantee is probably
6,000 at minimum.
Yeah, I'd probably go a bit more, maybe. Absolutely over the moon with your support, and let's just keep it up. So, guys, we're going to do our match reaction. We're going to get straight into it. Make sure you come on to that. What's on? What?
Are we doing it live, or are we?
I think we should just get the live, get the match reaction done. Get the match reaction done. We'll get that done right now, guys. So yes, this stream's going to end. Literally wait 30 seconds and come on to the next one for us, because we do struggle with views on the match reactions. So if you could help us out, that would mean loads. Guys, we'll see you in a minute.
And we don't, just to add, we don't really comment on the comments that are put into the match reaction. We might pick up on one or two, but, you know, we do need to get it out. So thanks, guys, again.